that should be rocking and rolling really well on one side. Let's get all the other things up and running as well. Let's get that there. Okay. Got so many things going on in my thing. Do you have any news on Dreamcash? Nope, coming soon. Apparently, within the month, they're going to be revealing everything, so we will know from there. I might actually get the team on the live so you guys they can have a chat about it. There. Okay, let's get everything moving. Okay. Yep, cool. There, get this, post this guy. That's all good. That's all good. That's all good. Okay. I think we're crack-a-lacking. Are we crack-a-lacking? Oh no, crack-a-lacking. Hello, Eco. Hello, Coco. Hello, everyone. Any questions you guys have before everything starts? That would be very much a-okay. But why is this not? Aha, yes. Okay, cool. It's picking it up. Finally. That's picked up. That's picked up. Okay, okay, okay. But why are you no picky nappy? Let's try this again. Do you sponsor any animal foundations? No. Why? Do you want me to? I can if you want me to. I don't mind. I'll give any money to charity. Charities are all really important to me. Bitcoin needs to go below 114. No, look, I'm gonna give everyone right now thoughts on veChain. veChain is pretty good, but I there's one that's launching the one that's actually really interesting. You just said any questions? Yeah, sure, cool. Looking like tonight we're gonna touch the danger zone. Yeah. I'm gonna give you guys this honestly, right? Like I'm gonna be giving you guys a monster stream today. Like there is a ton of information I'm going to give you, and I'm gonna give it to you in such a way that you guys you're gonna have to do your own research on this. It's one of those crazy situations right now, because right now, where we are right now, what's happening with everything right now, we are in a very unique situation, right? In my humble opinion, also looking forward to it. Yeah, in my humble opinion, there is I would say that there is two particular directions this thing is going to do, and I'm gonna give you like data. This is data I'm giving it. This is gonna be a data stream, right? So if you don't, I hope you guys don't get any like stressed out or upset when I'm giving you all these data streams. I just want to check one more thing. I want to see is Kick working, because I there was some issue going on with Kick. I want to see if anyone on there is everything working well in that direction. Am I streaming? Am I streaming? Am I streaming? Yeah, I am streaming. Okay, cool. If anyone on the Kick side can follow that as well, that would be amazing. I'm getting rid of that. Sorry, just making sure that everything works on there. Can you talk about the SEC ruling on ETFs? All of that stuff right now. Russell hijacked, rejected all-time high. It's not even that, man. It's not even that. It's not even that. There's so much going on right now. Right. Shall we get into things? Does everyone need? Did you have a chance to research upcoin? Is it worth investing? I haven't had a chance to look at anything. We are going to be going through a journey, right? So everyone buckle up, listen, take notes. There's so much information I'm going to be giving to you today. I've had a bit of a day off, and unfortunately, there's some sad news, right? There's some really sad news. I don't know what to say, but my chair has broken, and I might need to get a new chair. It's a momentous occasion in my life. This has been part of my life for such a long time that it's redemption. If you don't want to be on the stream, you're more than welcome not to join, man. Stop saying get on with it, honestly. It has broken, right? And I've had to do some last minute effects on it. I didn't break it on purpose. I have a suspect in the house that might have broken on purpose. I have a suspect. I don't know who that is, but I have a suspect. I'm gonna crowdfund it. All right, I'm gonna do a crowdfunding campaign. Right. Whoever gives the low, I only work in 1 penny increments. Right. It has to be 1 penny increments. But yeah, so yeah, we've have a casualty in the house. It's funny enough, it was strange when, yeah, I don't know. Let's just so it's on no creaky sound. No, I'm gonna make it creaky, the new one. I don't feel safe without the creakiness, right? It broke. Things are bad. I ain't too happy about it, but it means that I might need to get a chair. So any chair recommendations, I would be very happy to listen to it, and we can go from there. I'm sure everyone who's joining into this stream is like, what in the world is going on right now? What's happening? The infamous chair, the creak is gone. It's almost there. I might have a you know, a moment of silence for the chair, but it served me well. My buttocks will never be cupped the same way as it was before. Anyway, moving on to today's show and what we will be doing and what the outcome of everything that's going to be happening today. As I said, super duper data filled show today. Right. In today's show, I'm going to give you some levels of where I think Bitcoin can go to, where the danger zones are, where the statistical data and market analysis is showing danger areas, things that could be problematic, things that could be good, analysis of what I think now the Fed actually is stating and what's going on in that direction. A whole bunch of things are going to be said today. And if you don't see, you know what's really funny, right? It's weird that everyone starts talking about the triple witching event on Friday after I said it. It's hilarious. Anyway, whatever, let's get to this point. Now, Bitcoin came into the area the other day, right? When I said the other day, I said, make sure you watch and be careful around the 118,000 level, and it hit it perfectly. It hit it perfectly and rejected perfectly. Now, what we're getting right now is a continuation of the bulls coming in, and more importantly, no, William Watson said it after me. Don't even go there. Just don't even go there. All right? Don't dare insult me. Don't dare. Look at the timings. Brev. Anyway, going back to the... All right, stop. All right. By the way, everyone, he made me stop what I was talking about, just so everyone understands. So if anyone needs to have a go at someone, I feel like it was him who created the problem in my chair anyway. Great stuff. Sorry, no, messing around. No, messing around. Don't worry. It's all fun and games. He could have created it first. I could have copied him, or he could have copied me, which seems to be the case. Anyway, let's not talk about that. All right, look, we get to the 118,000 level. It rejected that perfectly, and now it looks like the bulls are stepping in. One thing though, there's a few things I need to talk about, and it looks like this thing is going to be moving in a interesting direction. I will say that this trend line is also coming into that key area, and tomorrow we have the triple witching event, which I will come on to, and what could be an interesting situation, and how the triple witching event actually works in reality, and not like some deadline day where everyone goes, okay, it's that, and then everything is over. We are going into what I would suspect that the market will most probably pump into the around the 120,000 level, and you can see alts and everything else moving in a really beautiful manner. Things are moving in the right direction, and things are looking good. So this could be a good sign. Now, I will say a few factors about that. We still have diminishing volume in Bitcoin, so this pump is leveraged move, not static spot buying, and that there is the problem, right? That can sometimes indicate an eventuality of a pullback, and that pullback will happen most probably in various little ways, but there are some interesting factors that you need to understand after that point, and all these things are really, really important to understand. We look at this area, we're coming into this real danger zone, we're coming into this super important area, which not only is this massive wick, an area where there is a level of a undiscovered vector, which usually means that it will pop into around the 50% level, which is around the 120,000 mark. If we look at key factors as well, we've seen monumental liquidations in the 24 hour. It was actually at 400 million at that point, which usually indicates that there has been some serious liquidations in the shorts, and it looks like it's going to be moving even more as it goes along. This will probably indicate more as it goes. Right now, there is a liquidity grab by all of the market makers that are looking around, and that is going to be extremely important. If we look at liquidation levels, right, especially in the 24-hour level, it looks like there is a beautiful level around the 118. Why is that there? Come on. Why are you being difficult? Let's go to the 48-hour. Yeah, okay, cool. It looks like there is a beautiful level around the 120, 119, 120 level is where it could capture all of that upside liquidity. But this is what's really, really important to understand. And this is what's really, really, really interesting to know what is going on at this present moment. Just because we go in and pump into a movement up to these levels, that doesn't mean that there's going to be a full-blown growth from here. And it's all dependent on some key individual factors. More importantly, if we look at the exchange level, we saw a bit of a dip, but we are seeing somewhat of a recovery. But whether that recovery there will indicate a push into this 120,000 level, I believe so for the short-term movement in this direction. We also have to look at some key other factors as well. If we look at if we look at stochastics, it looks like it's expanding and going into the green. But it looks like it's at the end of its move, which will most probably indicate a bit more of a further move up than most probably a rejection from that area we will see. More importantly, on top of that, if we add other factors here, that if we look on the weekly, we're seeing that we're coming to a key area where the oscillator is meeting at a key area point here. We will have to see it once this comes, and I think that little bit of more of a movement will most probably go to it, maybe break it, maybe. But we will see that what will happen in this point. We still haven't broken this multi-week a triple bearish divergence. The only point that when we break this is when things start to get really, really interesting. And I've said it many, many times before, the peaks of these bull runs usually occur around the 80 to 90 level. Movement from here to here could push Bitcoin up to astronomical levels, even up to about 200,000 market cap for Bitcoin. However, if we look on a shorter time span of what's going on in the RSI, we seem to have developed a bit of a shorter period movement, which looks like it's broken, which will most probably mean a continuation from this short term into the long term, which also comes into an area where it taps this line exactly perfectly at that point, at the area where we are, where I'm lagging. Am I lagging? Sorry, I was in a row. Am I lagging? Wait. Am I lagging? Yeah, you are lagging. No, not lagging. No, you're good. Wait. Yeah, no, not now. Yeah, no. Okay, 1 second. Am I lagging or not? Are you guys liking the way I'm talking about it? If I'm making anything that it's unclear, please write down your questions so I can make sure that everyone can get exactly what I'm talking about. No? Everything okay? Everything okay? I just want to check something. Is this because of, am I? Ah, okay. It's going to cut out for a very quick session. 1 second. All right. I'll wait until I reconnect. I know why that was. I was on a VPN. Who's also happy with AVAX today? I gave that trade perfectly. That was a perfect trade. Is it okay now? Is everything okay? Is everyone on the tube and everything else? Everything look, there would be a little bit of a cut at that moment. It should be back now. Yeah, everything all good? Should I continue on? You guys liking what's holding AVAX? I'm sure you guys are. I'm going to give everyone a bit of a chance to get into the pro group as well. It didn't lag. Okay, all good, all good, all good, all good. All right, let's get back into the swing of things, you know. And if there's any questions, please write them down. There's a lot of stuff to go through, a lot of things to explain to everyone. Like, there isn't a show like mine anywhere out there. I'm giving you everything and to understand. And all I want is a few likes. I'm on 10,000 likes, man. Honestly, I know you guys are on the toilet and you have business to do, but at least you can use that other hand to tap with, right? I know I'm a pretty face, and I know that things can sometimes get overwhelming, but use that other hand to tap, please. I want your chair. No, I might auction it off. We'll see. Okay, cool. Whatever. Where are we? What was I talking about? Yeah, so we might get a short-term move between those two banners, and those two areas come exactly into that area where we. So further continuation looks like it's on the cards, and it means that certain coins are going to be doing very, very well, as we're seeing here, especially AVAX, which we gave in the pro group, which has done a bit of a move. Right, a bit of a move, but anyway, we can go to that. I'm going to give everyone a chance to get into the program as well. I've done something really, really interesting with MEXC, which is going to give everyone a really interesting way to experience what the program has for as many people here. So please make sure everyone who's on the tube and on the X will also get this opportunity, right? It's a really, really cool thing. It's going to benefit you guys in every way, but I'm right now, I have a program. It's like full trading and analysis, a whole bunch of stuff. I have there's going to be something cool that I'm going to be talking about later on. And also there is a project that I also want to talk about later on. A whole bunch of stuff I'm going to be giving you. It's going to be a mad show, right? Now, that's where we are, and it looks like there's going to be further continuation on. Now, here comes the interesting part and a bunch of information I'm going to be giving you guys, right? We are coming into I'm going to give you two factors right now. Two factors, right? In fact, yeah, two sides. One side that points towards a potential pullback. The other side, I do have a signal group, my man. I do have a signal group. Just go and go here. I'm going to drop everything in there, right? The other side is an understanding of where further growth will happen. And another thing that will give you a bit of an explanation on what has happened and what is going on in the markets as we speak, right? Right now, if we look at what the Fed said, it looks like there's going to be 3 rate cuts up until December, right? Up until December, the 3 rate cuts are going to be, it looks like it's going to be happening. And it was very, very clear after I analyzed the Fed, his movement is a change of risk rather than him describing cutting into weakness. Now, whether that weakness he says is true or not is another factor. And I'm going to show you some key things which will point to one side being the true one way and the other side being another way. It looks like 3 cuts and another one in the next year, in 2026, which is great, which means that there is a continuous cutting off, which is a supporting level of all things going on. However, cuts don't necessarily mean that unemployment is going to be moving. The unemployment movement aspect of things is a problem, and it's going to take time, especially if you align the fact, just happened, especially when you align the fact that earnings are going up, company profits are going up, S&P 500 is going up, but unemployment is increasing, and at the same time, job creation is reducing. This gap, one way or another, is going to show its ugly head. Either the Fed cutting aggressively starts to move job creation up, and it will match what the S&P 500 does, or more importantly, it becomes the S&P 500 finally catches up with the weakness that is showing in the market. At the same time, if we look at some other indicators that we need to understand, if we look at another indicator, if we look at a proprietary leading economic index data, this is a really cool aspect from Sonos Capital, right? doesn't point towards a recession. So our area of risk at the moment, and I say I'm talking about the USA, and the USA is basically the leader of all of this liquidity. Everything comes down from that area, right? So when I talk about America and America only. I apologize if everyone doesn't want to understand that in any way or sees it the wrong way. So this ain't pointing towards a recession yet. We're not in a recession, but unemployment is one of the key indicators of a recession around the corner. So either the Fed does something dramatic and keeps pushing on this cutting cycle to make sure that this employment level and unemployment starts to retract, and it makes companies create jobs, or we're going to slip into a recession, and that there is a problem. I don't think we're going to a recession, because I got a feeling the Fed will do whatever it takes to sort that out. And that is the key factor of what's going to be going, especially as we're coming into the holiday period, and that holiday period usually means that employment goes up, and that will show well, which could bode well for the market going up in that level. So on one side, we have an issue with the gap between unemployment and the stock market going up, but at the other hand, we see that we haven't actually hit into the recessionary indicators at that point. Now, if we look at some other issues at this present moment, right? Another things that I want to say. I'm saying the good first and then the bad afterwards, right? I'm saying the good first and I'm saying the bad afterwards, so you guys can understand. If we look at this real key indicator, it's called the smart money buying and selling activities, this is at its all-time high. When this is at its all-time high, it usually means at least a 30% further move in the S&P 500 moving in that direction. Now, this isn't a factor of how long it will take, but I will tell you that if we look at the key indicators of what a bull run normally looks like in the S&P 500, we see here by Global Capital, who's done a really good analysis on this. By the way, this is from a bank. You're welcome. It states that by 2033, the S&P 500 will be around the 11,000. And that would be what will be indicating as a normal bull cycle for the S&P 500. It usually lasts 8 years. We're 3 years into it. If we look at the 7-year market on that thing, it looks like we have a long way to go. And usually when these markets are moving and liquidity will be moving into this market, that is a good sign for long-term growth. I'm giving you all the good things for future more time level movements, right? So we still have a lot of movement. This is why I did that video stating that I believe that the bull run has a longer time movement in this side. We're all looking at it in a shorter period, especially with a whole bunch of other factors coming into especially the market that we're in. And I want to say I can't say the word because TikTok doesn't really like that. Now, a few more things I want to talk about. What's really interesting in that side, right, is that if we look at the estimates of the S&P 500 earnings per share, right, it has been wrong multiple times. And now these analysis is changing, and it's pointing towards a further evaluation of earnings per share being higher than what they expect, which means that the S&P 500 has a further per share growth, which means not growth by earnings per share, but actually by growth of companies per share, which shows a further movement in the market forward, longer term growth, which has confluence with all the other factors that I've shown you now. What else do we have here that I wanted to show you? That's there. Anything else I wanted to show you here? Now, let's get to the not so good part. I just want to get to the next so good part. Right now, we are in a very interesting thing that's going to be happening on Friday. We have something called the triple witching event going through. And people are really underestimating what that is and how monumental what's going to be happening on Friday. I'll bring this here again, even though, apparently someone else did it before me. I don't think so. It's the Witching 4, but I said the Witching 3 is the most important part of it. The fourth doesn't matter, right? The triple witching event right now right? And if I want to understand, and people who don't know what it is, it's when stock options, stock futures, and stock index options all expire on the same day, right? And if you want to know how much is expiring on Friday, it's $4.9 trillion worth of it is expiring. It's not a small amount of money, right? There is a massive amount of money that's going to be expiring, huge amounts. And historically, when something on that level happens, within a period of 2 weeks, there will be a pullback, a revaluation on the S&P 500, which in essence will fizzle down into Bitcoin, to altcoins, and everything else on that level. If we draw a 2-week period from this factor on this graph right now, and I don't want to scare you, I'm just saying, right? So it'll be a 2-week factor. If we look at the liquidity levels on the 2-week span, let me just put this here and I'll mark it on the graph. If you look at the 2-week span of that, you know, when I have a day off work, I have a bit more information for you guys. Are you guys enjoying this, by the way? Am I getting the likes and the comments and the shares and all of this kind of stuff? You guys, this is all good? You guys liking it? Am I getting some love? No love? Okay, forget the love. Right. If we look at the 2-week span of the liquidation level, does anyone else give this stuff on their lives? Anyone else? No? Okay, but they get like 500 viewers on their live, and I'm just like, yeah, whatever, bruv. Who is this guy talking about in a sky bunker? If we look at the liquidation levels, we see that at worst level, it looks like the 108 level area, right, could be a beautiful grab of liquidation, right? These type of liquidations, at worst, we can see the 112. I mean, at minimum, I think we could see 112 because there's over like $400 million worth of liquidations at that level, and at worst, we could go down to the 108, right? If we why are you doing this, my friend? 1 second. So many tabs open. My computer is having a field day, right? If you look at this you only have quality views. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot. Go buy some fat cat. Anyway, look. If we look at those levels that I stated, and we look at the 2-week period. First things first, if we look at, in my mind, that 112 areas there, and then the 108 areas here, right? If we look at the 112 area and put out a two-week period here, that comes to October the 3rd. Yeah, that's my birthday. Great. It's going to crash on my birthday. Fantastic. Oh my God. I'm getting old. Anyway, so if we mark that time to October the 3rd here, and then we mark that time here as well. There. So these 2 points on this graph right now, this guy does sometimes, but all very Wyckoff based, which is not a bad thing. No, he's very good at Wyckoff. This is a man called William Watson who gives very good information. There's a cool. Jesus. Right, I'm coming to that. If you guys want to look at what I'm saying, go here. You'll see all the details. Apparently, William Watson gives really good information, better than me. You always scare us, and the market goes up instead. How am I scaring? I think you've just joined in. I just gave the good side. Now I'm giving the bad side, right? I'm giving two things in that in that level, right? Ricky, watch what I'm saying. You can watch the video afterwards in the sun. I gave the good side. The good side is massive movement long term. There's got to be crazy movements in that. If you know what I mean, Bello. Right. Okay. That's that situation. So we could see within a 2-week period, these levels having a possibility of being hit after, Ricky, it gets to most probably around the 120 level area where it could most probably get into the danger zone. We will see that is normally because of the witching event and the $4.9 trillion worth of liquidity, options expiring. Now, if you look at some other factors right now, I want to explain this as well, and this is really important, right? I need everyone to really understand this, and this is why I'm saying that within the next 2 weeks there could be a problem that I want everyone to get, right? I give everything right now in a full-blown level, right? I want everyone to understand the full aspect of knowledge so you guys can see the warning signs as they go through. This here, I promise you, no one is talking about. I promise you. This right now, right here, is something that people are not getting, all right? And I didn't get it until I was told about it. Right now, right, there is a indicator called the FMS cash level indicator. This shows the level of cash that asset allocators have in their accounts. And it's at 3.9. Usually, when this indicator goes off and it's below 4%, that normally describes a pullback is imminent. So if we look at all the confluence factors, it looks like short term, most probably towards the end of September or coming into the end of September, we will most probably pump, go down and grab a bunch of liquidity, and it will give you one of the best opportunities to get into the market before things go insane. This is what I want everyone to understand and go through the factors that I've been trying to say. We are in a very interesting, unique scenario right now where the Fed is doing all the things it needs to do to save employment numbers and the unemployment situation. Where at the same time, we're not in a recession at this present moment because the recessionary indicators have not hit, but the factors that you know and you understand is that unemployment is usually one of the key indicators of a recession coming through. But at the same time, we're coming into a very unique event, which is a triple witching event, which usually causes some form of a pullback within the next 2 weeks. That in line with the low level of cash levels in asset allocators will mostly indicate some sort of pullback around towards the end of September that I'm thinking. But before that, I highly believe that we're going to bump into the 120 level area, most probably, where you can make some really good gains. And if you guys want to get into the pro group, I'm going to give you guys an amazing opportunity to do that, right? This will be a 1 month trial thing I'm going to give you guys because I've done a deal with Mexi, which it benefits you in every level. Like every level, there's no loss to you at all. Like there is nothing that gives you any level of loss in this situation, but we'll talk about that in a second. And after that point happens and we get into that to that level, right? When we get to the end of September, I believe around that point there, especially if you look at this graph that I showed you guys many moons ago, that around the October period, we will get one of the best opportunities to move forward in this direction. This is it. This is right now, right, the best and the easiest fundamental way to understand my understanding and my thesis on what's going to be happening in the next few weeks and months, and furthermore from there. I want everyone to understand in this situation that it is. So if we look at this, we see that around the October period, we will get into a possible point where we will get this isn't guaranteed. This is just my thoughts. I could be wrong. I'm sure that there are other people that are far better than I am. I just seem to get things somewhat correct now and again, right? So don't take my do your own understand and all this kind of thing in that level. So that's where we are at this present moment. Now, if we look at some other key indicators, right? Usually a rate cut going into risk on, which means that the VIX is at a normalized level, usually indicates a short-term level of pullback. This is the thing that I want to explain. Every cut that has happened, gone into risk off, every cut, the cut that happened in last year, into each of these spikes, the VIX spike is volatility every time. So we will be we'll be heading strong into the weekend, most probably. Besides Bitcoin, do you think that we will see an all-time high on ETH before the pullback? I'll have a look. I'll have a look at that. I need to look at the graph, right? Jam's still on his account. We'll see if he if it doesn't dip. What was it? Below 80? Did he say, or below 90? Oh, so wearing Lumia Polygon shot. Yes, about Polygon. I I'm getting sponsored by Polygon and Matic, so I'll be doing a lot of stuff in that side. So a bunch of things are going there. Also, next week on Thursday, the UK lead of veChain is coming on to our. Really cool. Talk to me afterwards. That'd be interesting. The market anyway. We'll talk to you after. Message me afterwards. I'll tell you my marketing agency is the one that's going through. Cool. So the head of veChain UK is going to be coming onto my stream. We're going to be talking about the new protocol, new launches, new chain activations that are happening, a whole bunch of stuff that's going on that side. So beside that, as I said, cuts into risk off, which is usually when the VIX is spiking, normally means a aggressive run from there. But I will say this also. This is another thing. I said I was surprised to see him. He wasn't pleased. He said Bitcoin was going to 120. Who said it was going to? Mel did. Who said going to 120? Maybe he's watching my lives. It's very strange. A lot of people watch my lives. It's weird. It's freaky. We had yesterday. We had 4,000 people watching this live. It was mad, insane, absolute insanity. Jam. Oh yeah, cool. Whatever. I don't know why I'm compared to Jam all the time. I don't care. He has his own theories. He's clever in certain areas. He knows what he's doing in certain aspects. He has his theories. I have my theories. We don't need to connect to each other. Whatever. If you like his thesis, you take his thesis. If you like mine, you like mine. So far, I've been relatively good. I mean, it's a percentage game. This is always a chance that I'll be wrong. Always, right? As I say, when you're cutting into volatility and risk off, usually involves a massive run after that. When you're cutting into risk on, which is where we are right now, that usually means some form of a pullback coming in the next possible 2 weeks. We'll see what that form will be. I'm not too sure. We will see where that goes from that scenario at that point. Now, if we look at the SPX, we are going into almost insanity levels of growth. Honestly, I could still. I mean, remember 2 weeks ago? Do you remember 2 weeks ago when I said to you guys that Bank told me that 6,800 is their level? If it rejects off that level, right? If it rejects off that level, I don't know. You guys got to need to give me some sort of crown or something. Maybe a chair. Maybe a chair. Are we getting a chair? Am I getting a chair? Are you guys getting me a chair? Anyway, whatever. We'll see what happens from that situation from there. If you also look at gold, it looks like it's rolling over, which is a very, very good sign, which means that there is a risk-on environment. But again, cutting into a risk-on environment, we'll see. Let's see what happens at that point, and we'll see what's going to be going there. I would say key level to look at would be at the 3,615, but I would say this 3,000, yeah, 3,600 and 1 second. Let me see where this would be the best point. Yeah. Damn, I was so close. I need to work on my levels a bit more, because on Bitcoin I was off by how much was I off by? I was off by $40, and at gold I was off by $2, right? So I was off by $2. I think a possible test of the golden pocket of 3,615 is a real possibility of being hit on gold. We will see where it goes from there, right? Let's see what happens at that point. I'm still so up on gold. I mean, when you need to scroll down 4 or 5 times to get to the number of where I bought it, I'm pretty good. I've done really, really well. Just so you guys understand, I have a house price in I bought gold at that price because I sold the property. Anyway, one key thing that we need to really need to understand, and this is unbelievably important, right? Really sorry to ask, where do you stream from? London. I stream from London. Ariski and Gavin, best 3 crypto guys. Oh, thank you, Eli. That means a lot, man. Honestly, that means a lot. Seriously. I don't get many compliments. I usually get it in the form of an insult, which kind of disappoints me that you didn't throw a slight insult in there when you said what I was doing. But yeah, whatever. You got a lot to learn, my man, Eli. I sell a whole bunch of Solana to that 280, but would you put a chunk in now or would you wait? I mean, like right now, I think we're going to be getting some real movement up, which will show some real strength in a real strength in some alts. So basically anything, man. There's a whole bunch of stuff that's looking good. We'll have a look at some of it. Nah, bro, you rock. Can you tell you're a Libra? Thank you so much. Appreciate it. You heard my birthday. Nice, cool. Now where we're coming to, right? And the most important thing is that I am almost certain. I am almost certain that the dollar is going to come and try and test this line, right? I'm almost certain that this is going to be hit in one way or other. So Sui could potentially. I'll come to. I mean, I've been in Sui for a very long time. It's going to be going in an amazing way, right? So some of our trades that we've put in have been doing extremely well. So what was I saying? Yeah. So the DXY will most probably tap here, and at the 95,000 level, around 95.5. It's hard to describe. Possibly a bit more. 95, 96. That area there is going to be decision point for this market, because that is a multi-month actually year from 2008 that this trend is held. If it breaks, and I'll say this to you now, right? And I think this is going to break after in October. If that breaks here to here, will be blow off top. Will be extreme movements. I want everyone to really understand that. Extreme movements, right? We look at USDT dominance. It's a perfect rejection of the 21-day EMA. More importantly, and it's firmly settled within this, again, multi-year support level that we have tested over and over and over again. And I'm going to zoom out so you guys can understand how important these things are, right? Second wife is a Liberian, real drama queen. I'm not a drama queen, all right? Dare you say I'm a drama queen? Honestly, need to buy me a chair now. Okay, cool. All right, so I laugh at myself. What can I do? I'm the funniest person I know. Yeah, anyway, so that's that situation here. Now look, we will come and try and test this 4.10 level that we've tried multiple times. A break from there to here, I think, will be some real aggressive moves. And to be honest, if we can break this 3.8% level, and this is really important to understand, right? We will see if we break this. I have a hunch that this 3.8 level here will be somewhat what we would call towards maybe December, and that what we would say is what we would define somewhat of a I don't want to say this word, but I'm going to say more aggressive pullback. I would be very dubious if this breaks. I think this will break next year, not this year. And as I said, if it goes down to here, we're doing some absolutely dirty amounts of money. Here, I'm buying an island. Here, I'm buying TikTok and Iceland. But I heard that, unfortunately, someone beat me to TikTok. So TikTok is out of the running. So close. Love the others, but only average shows us this much alpha backed up with charts and humor from the Sky Bunker. Yeah, it's all about the Sky Bunker. What are you talking about? That's not what I want to do, right? But TikTok is gone, so here comes Iceland. Maybe let's see what goes on from there. But we have to see at this present moment. The guy who owns like the U.S. stock market, or like not stock market, U.S. Stock exchange, something like one of the people from the billionaire dude, apparently, supposedly. I don't know. Yeah, TikTok. There's a deal for TikTok to be sold. No idea of apparently there's gonna be some government involvement or something, and there's gonna be something or other, something like that, right? But at this present moment, let's just see it come and try and take this 4.10 out, and then we can move on from there. Let's see what the situation is from that point onwards from there. If you look at Bitcoin dominance, we've had a absolutely perfect rejection of not only the top of the channel. This, as I said, it looks like a bear flag. And it looks like this is going down. And not only that, it's broken through the 57.75, which is also at that level. What's the news with Mexi? Again, I'm gonna come to that. Just give me. I know you guys don't care about. I know you guys don't care about what I'm showing, right? But I need to show it. So when they come back in a few days' time, you're like, "Oh, bruv, what's happening? Why didn't you tell us?" I'll be like, I told you about it. I told you about it. Told you about it. Right. So, and it's retesting the bottom of that level, so which looks like this could be further continuation, which bodes well for the theory that this thing is going to possibly run up to the 120 level. We'll see what happens. But again, it's testing 118 again. Well, not really. 117.917. Right. Close. Right. It's going from there. If we look at total 3, I mean, we are, it's looking blast-offy. It's really looking blast-offy. I mean, this isn't correct. Why is that there? 1 second. I mean, we are so close. We are so close to blast off. Like, we are so close to blast off. But if you look at this cup and handle formation, it looks like we are go, right? We are so close to go. And I think that this is why alts are doing so well. And I think this will move in a positive direction very, very soon. That's why I'm saying that there's most probably of a movement going in that way. What does? If you want to see what's up there, there's a clue on the screen to see what I'm looking at. Okay, now if we look at total market cap, again, it's moving in a beautiful direction. We will see proper blast off when it gets above the 4.13 level, and it's looking like we're going in there. Let's move this a little bit. This is somewhat changed, and I think it's something like that we need to play on. All right, perfect. Let's get rid of that. Let's get rid of that. What a perfect level. Oh my god. Anyway, and we'll see from there. And it looks like the 5.3 trillion level is where it's going to be, and then we will go from there. I think this thing really needs to get around there once to get the real alt season we're looking for. But let's see what happens from that side. If we look at ETH against the Bitcoin, it's still not great, right? Like, this really needs to start moving, because without ETH moving, this movement, as I said, is wholeheartedly how can I say it? Leveraged move, not spot. And when it's not spot, that's when problems can happen. That's when liquidity grabs can happen, and we need this to move for the support of all alts to be moving in that direction. Although Solana is doing some absolutely spectacular things. We'll go and look at that in a second right now. If we look at total 3 against Bitcoin, it's still looking very, very good. We're coming into some really, really key area. This yearly open is going to be unbelievably important, right? This $10 million dollar level, when you do total 3 as a relation to Bitcoin, it's going to be extremely, extremely important, because at this point we could be an area where there could be a rejection, where Bitcoin then starts to outperform altcoins, which could mean a pullback in a key area, right? Now, some key factors to look at. I think Sui is doing amazingly. I mean, I don't even know. I can't even remember where we bought this. We've been doing extremely well with Sui when we bought into it. Also, if we look at AVAX, we see that AVAX I mean, we called that 28, I think, and that thing went absolutely parabolic. And I still think this thing is going to be going. It's coming to a key area, but it looks like it's past it. I would say where would I say would be a good area to take profit on this? 1 second. Where would I say is a good area to take profit on this? 1 second. Yeah, yearly open. 36. 36 could be a good area to take profit on this. So watch that area very, very carefully. Usually there is a rejection of the yearly open when you get to that point. And that's not what I want. To that there. Yeah. If we look at, let's have a look at Solana as well. What's Solana? And then we can start getting into the other bits of information that I have that would be very useful to all you guys. Is that Sol? Wow, absolute perfect rejection of the 252. I mean, like, I'm a bit off. I mean, I need to work on my how much am I off? How much am I off? 1 second. I'm 0.43% off. I need to work on how precise I am in these markets, man. I don't know what else to say. But yeah, that's looking good there. I think this could be further continuation. I think it will most probably test all-time highs. I said it before. I said it the other day. I can't really tell you too much about exactly what to do, but I give you guys hints in that direction in that way. Right. That's that. That's moving in that direction. Rule. Now, let's get to some interesting things I want to talk to you guys about as well. I've done a video about this, right? And I want everyone to really, really understand what is coming, right? I want everyone to really, really understand this Toyo token that's about to be launched. It's on pre-sale at this present moment. You can go to toyotoken.com. This right now is going to be a very, very key factor to look at, right? And that factor is this. They are pre-TGE, which is pre-token launch. They have purchased over $700 million worth of assets to tokenize through their system. They've bought real estate, they bought art, they bought a whole bunch of stuff. And this is going to be one of the biggest things. And their budgets are out of this world. Their marketing budgets, their purchasing budgets, all of that kind of stuff is absolutely insane. And I would say that you would highly do your research, check this out, understand what it is. And it could be something that could be really interesting because you're getting a massive discount off the sale right before when things are going to be getting really, really heated in the market. So I would really, really consider looking at this really, really importantly, right? This is really important to have a look at. Now, one thing I want everyone to understand, and this is the thing I'm going to be giving, right? I've done a deal with MEXC, right? And the deal is this. I'm not going to get a single penny from MEXC. And I've asked them to give all of the benefit to anyone that goes through this link to MEXC. I'll put it onto the chat now. Who will get the lowest fees of any, and I mean any, exchange, because of, because most of these times they pay a commission to people. And at that same time, they're going to be sponsoring the exact same amount of Toyo. You can see it, TOYOW. This is the link. The exact same amount they're going to be sponsoring the pro group. And anyone that goes to this link and deposits and then comes and messages me so I can confirm it will get 1 month free utilization of the pro group. I want everyone to understand that. 1 month free. So they'll be able to see all the trades, they'll be see all the information, the market information, all of that kind of stuff. And there is zero cost to you. The only cost that you guys have is you get better rates. That's it. Nothing more than that. And then the month after that, I'm going to be doing something, right, that I want everyone to really, really understand. I'm going to be doing something with this token, which will mean that anyone that, and I'll explain it to when we get to that point, but I will say that it will be very, very beneficial to hold this token. Very, very, very beneficial. Can you send it a link on YouTube? I think I've sent it everywhere. In fact, if you go on the bottom of the stream, you will see the link there. Anyone that does that and then deposits on that thing, I think it's like $100 deposit or something like that. Whatever, you can put it in and take it out, doesn't matter. So basically, we are good. We are going to pump for a few days, and then some pullback might be a heavier one, but then further up, potentially explosion in October. That's it. That's my theory of exactly what's going on. So anyone that wants to utilize that offer, that wants to gain the access to that thing, as I said, the link is there. It's MEXC. Everyone knows MEXC. It's one of the most utilized. But make sure you do your own research and all that kind of stuff. It's nothing out of the ordinary. You guys know what it is. It's not some sort of weird unknown thing. I've just done a deal with them. They're giving them all the benefits to you guys. because I don't need to take anything from you. All I do from you is that. That's that situation here. There is, as I said, the key thing that's being developed for Fat Cat. It's so difficult and big to do. That's what she said. That's how I got married. Is that it's going to take time. It's taking time. There are issues that we're trying to sort out. But what's really interesting is that most probably these will all settle all at the absolute peak of where liquidity is going to be. And I think, and once this thing comes in, this will be a multi-run coin. I want everyone to really understand that. Multi-run coin. What was the take profit for salt? Did someone just throw why did someone throw a tomato at me? Thank you. Did everyone just hear that? Come here. Come here. Come on. What? Just come here. Okay, maybe not. All right. You guys heard that, right? It's called the juicy smell. All right. What's going on with Bitcoin? Panda, I've literally done a whole show. This, if you guys want to check it out, literally done a whole show. All right. Who wasn't the come here? Come on. He's such a little. Just come here. Come on. He's like this far away from my hand. He's like, I know you're going to pick me up. Have you guys seen the original Fat Cat? Has anyone seen this guy? I know how to get him. Come on. Come on. Yeah. I know how to trick this dude. I got him. All right. So that's the situation that we'll get from there. All right. So look, do you guys have any questions at all? Anything at all? Anything for this guy? Anything going on? Any cool things that's happening? It's a bit of a chunky cat, the OG fat cat. Oh my god, he's slipping. There's no structural integrity to this dude at all. That cat is kind of massive. He's not massive. He's a unit, all right. And his feet are on the. All right. The beautiful. All right, okay, cool. This is the fat cat. This is the original Fat Cat. This is the guy. All right, there we go. Cool. All right, that's the situation. Cool. Any questions? How does he manage to stay so slim? A lot of treats. It's apparently if you feed them a lot, they get thinner. That's that situation of what's going on in that level, right? A lot of things are planned for this as well. A whole bunch of stuff, man. I can't actually explain. He broke your chair. No, that's not what. No, unfortunately, it wasn't a he/him situation. It was a me situation. Does the cat get royalties? He gets royalties every single. Look, I'll tell you one thing about this token, right? About Fat Cat, and I want everyone to understand. I would say this is the only token that I do not take anything from it. I'm only just putting money into this thing. It's the only thing that has what other token that you know that has lasted 12 months, that are staying at a healthy level, that is primed to go parabolic when this thing goes to the moon? Can we get Tayo from Mexi? No, Tayo is only from it's a pre-sale, so they haven't launched their token yet, but they've done some serious things, right? It's something that I would highly recommend you look at. I'm buying in, so you guys understand. Tomorrow won't be the dip, I don't think. Within 2 weeks. Usually, I'll tell you, look, I'll put it onto this graph here as well, so I'll leave it here so you guys can see. Within, I would say one of these two zones will most probably hit after it probably goes and taps the higher levels. Possibility. We'll see. Will tomorrow dip be triple witching? Could be. It could have. Look, the problem is, right, people are underestimating the amount of it's on the screen, man. TOYOW. Yep, that's that situation of where we are, what's going on that side. Pepe and Shiba would be interesting if we could have a look at it. All right, we could have a look at that in a second. Yeah. Any other questions on that? Let's have a look at. I mean, I'll look at one. Pick one. Pick one. But yeah, this here is. This is the thing that I would say about this, right? It's something that I would. It's something that would, you know, out of all the things I'm looking at, it's the thing that I would say has, as in my humble opinion, one of the best possibilities and factors to grow. I mean, like, we have a ton deal, for God's sake. One of the largest chains on this planet is looking to purchase our product, and there's evidence, and there's a whole thing. I don't know what else to say. It's crazy. It's crazy. They'll only start really. This is the thing that I find, right? People only really care about something once it's already pumped, and that's the saddest part of all of this. All of you guys are going to be somewhat exit liquidity when this gets to like 30-40 million. It's crazy. When is the actual run start? What's your opinion? I would say about October. Should we wait for Bitcoin to pull back to get more alts, even the total 3? No. I would say that I think alts are going to be doing some real moves here. Real moves soon. I think I would not be surprised if the thing doesn't somewhat push up towards the 120, even though Bitcoin is pulling back into that key zone right now, which is strange. It's pulling back into the 117 zone area. That rejection, see, it's just grabbed that liquidity again from that 118. We'll see. I still think that we're going to go and test this golden pocket here. Adding to my fat cat bag. Yeah, awesome, man. I keep adding all the time as well. Keep adding and putting it into the liquidity pool. Should average just brought my first new car to replace the totaled on. Hope my alts do well, so I have a car payment. Oh man, what'd you buy? I'm curious. What car did you buy? I know something they don't. I'm sure you know something they don't. Should wait for Bitcoin to pull back. No. I just said my humble. I gave the direction of what I was saying. Cool. Right. Any other questions? Oh, you wanted to look at Pendle. Let's have a look at Pendle. Let's look at some coins. Nope, that's not it. Let's look at Pendle. Pendle looks good. Pendle looks really good. Somewhat suspicious. Somewhat suspiciously good. My target for Pendle is definitely all-time high. 6.8 is a give. The TVL of Pendle is ridiculous. People just don't understand, man. Can we look at render? Oh yeah, we talk. I put it in a render plate. Oh, how was that doing? Oh man. Okay, look. I'll tell you why I put this into render. Render looks like it's about to go. Genuinely. Okay, it looks like it's about to go. The break of that 200-day EMA will be explosive for render. I just want you to understand that. Used car market is about as expensive. I also have done that. I'm just wondering, what'd you buy? Doesn't matter, man. What are you talking about? 2000 and you got a Corolla. I love Corolla. What are you talking about? What are you talking about? I absolutely destroyed the Toyota Corolla back in the day. Well, I love those cars. They're almost impossible to destroy. What about your opinion of World Liberty Finance? I think the World Liberty Finance will move. But I would say that, I would look more on key factors that play around their stable coin. That's what I would look at. That's for a more long-term play. What was I looking at right now? Anything else I would say? I would also look at hint. I'm gonna give you guys a bit of a hint. Should I give you guys a hint? You know what? I'm gonna give the hint in the pro group. I'm gonna leave it for the pro group. So if anyone wants to get into the pro group, as I said, is it possible to rewatch the live? Yeah, of course. It's on. Follow the tube, follow the X. It's all on there. Everything's all recorded. I record everything. I'm not like everyone else that doesn't record anything. But they go, oh, see, I told you. I told you, brev. I told you, brev. What? Why no? What are you talking about? I'm giving you guys something that not only gives in all aspects a benefit to you. That's all I do. I don't take anything. I just give. I just give. That's it. There we go. Is that going onto the chat? Why is that not going onto the chat? That's weird. Do you guys see? 1 second. Do you guys not see it on the tube? 1 second. Let me just. I'll put it here. There we go. I'll put it on the tube. And I'll put it on the X and Z as well. All right. Let's put it on the X as well. This is the. Let me just do this 1 second. All right. Is it live? It's live. I'm like, there's 290 people here. 290 people should be. It's amazing. Why is this not working? Is there no chat on the X? Ah, it is. It's here. Okay, put it here. There you go. This will only be for a 1 month thing. When is the actual run starting? I've already said. I've already explained that. Wait, can I hear myself? No, I can't hear myself. Okay, good. That's that. I'll put it here. Yes, we see it. That was the thing, right? You go through there. You have to sign up. Put like, I don't know, like $100 or something. You can take it out as soon as you want to, and that there will. And then you message me on Telegram if you want to go and find that. I'm always in the Learn by Alvarez group, right? Let me just put that in here as well. Where's my Learn by Alvarez group? How does this work? This is it? Yeah, there we go. All right, I'll clip that as well. I put that there. That's that group there, and I'll put it on this one here as well, so everyone can understand exactly what groups you to message me from. All right, put that. Come on. Why is everything so low? There we go. Put that there, and I will put that here as well. Right, so everyone can message me there. You'll find me there, and you'll know it's me because it will say it's me. If anyone messages you, that ain't me, right? So you guys can really understand this. It ain't me if I'm messaging you. Cool? Is that cool, brevs? All right, cool. That's it. And you should go in there anyway. It's all a whole bunch of cool stuff in there. Price targets for render. I have 13. What? Are we looking at the right thing? You said you're $42. Are you talking about? $13. What? You're just talking about all time. You just, why would you, why 13? Why $13? No, it doesn't always have to be by fibs. Look, I'll say something, right? Horizontals are the king. That's it. It's far more important than, is it on TikTok as well? I will put it on, I'll put it on there as well. Yeah, I'll put it on the links that you'll see. I'm going to change the link up there, and you'll see the link that will be up there. Yeah? Okay, anything else? Or I'm going to end it a bit early today. I've had a crazy day today, man. Just working on a whole bunch of stuff, working on the Fat Cat stuff, working on my own stuff, working on a whole bunch of crap. Anything else? Anything else you guys want me to look at? I don't know what SAN is. So I wrote my question down. What about the housing crash that happens every 18 years from 2008? It makes that crash 2016 credit card bubble, buy now, pay later bubble, all looking to burst next year. Let me just say this, right? Yeah, Fat Cat's going to be massive. Don't miss this chance, fam. Yeah, I'm telling you. People just don't know. Okay, housing is an issue, but that's going to be inflationary dependent, right? It's not rate cuts. Rate cuts will help a little bit. You're looking at the, what is this? Do you say? And the crash is not cyclical like that. It doesn't work that way normally. It can rhyme, but it's not cyclical. Credit card bubble, I don't think that's going to be a problem. I have no. I mean, especially when especially the credit card and the housing is a similar thing. That will all depend on unemployment. Once unemployment sorts those things out, everything else will be sorted out. What was this? Well, swap World Liberty Finance for Fat. Go for it, man. Honestly. Hey Alvarez, I hope you're great. I have something to show you. Can you stop telling me what you want to show me, man? I told you. I told you I don't want to see your impressiveness, all right? I get it. I appreciate you so much, bro. Much love and respect. Thank you so much. Fat Cat, multi-millions or multi-billions, what do you say? Multi-millions for sure, I would, in my opinion. Let's see if we can get it. Stop telling me you want to show me something, man. Either tell me what you're gonna show me, right? Let everyone else, everyone here, enjoy in whatever you're going to give. I don't want to be singular in in that. All right. Thank you, brother. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. Look, I appreciate everyone here. You guys are incredible. I don't want it just for me. I don't want it. It's cool, man. It's cool. At least invite our for a drink before offering to show up. No. I'm a cheap date. You don't have to invite me anywhere. I'm all about wham bam action. How do you think I got my wife? No, that's not how it is. It was pleading. Please, Mary. Please. It's a big ring. I promise you. I'll show you. And you have something to show you. Shut up. Hey. You did the best lives for us. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Anything else? Or I'm gonna head off and try and enjoy the rest of my evening. How tall are you? I'm 6'3". 6'3", I think. Yeah, 6'3". I'm a big guy. Very, very big guy. I don't look it, but I'm huge. Not only that, I'm very big as well. 6'3", bench 120. Yeah. Bench 120 with 200 kilos. Yeah, big guy. That's what she said. That is what she said. I'm not rotund. Uncle, what was that? Oh my god. Oh my god. You just call me rotund. Damn. Wow. Wow, that kind of hurt a little bit. Oh my god. Damn. Man. I'm not going to eat dinner now. I might roll down the stairs. What rotund people do, right? Why then what I have to share? Hey, I don't want to. It's all in one place. No, I'm joking. You say nothing. Is it just a comedy show? I'm so glad. 2 down Otto. I'm so happy you're here. Right? I'm so happy you're here. I'm sure everyone agrees that this is a comedy show, and I don't say anything. I'm really, really like. Thank you so much. It means a lot that this is what this this is the only thing I do in my show. I don't do anything else. That's all I have to say, man. Thank you so much. On that big boy, I don't say anything but just a joke, right? I'm going to say, stop calling me a big. All right, I'm kind of all right. I am starting to get offended. Everyone else agrees, raise your hands. Yeah, everyone who agrees that I don't give any level of information and it's just a comedy show, right? Please throw some extra bucks at me because I'm a monkey that's just going to entertain you guys. All right, okay. 2 down. Otto has his hand up. All right, everyone else. Anyone else? Anyone else? No? Come on, don't leave him hanging. He needs a high five. One person needs to. Right? That's a shame. Anyway. I guess, you know. Thank you, PB Jelly. Thank you. He feels better now. That's very kind of you. It's very kind of you. All right. Okay, cool. Dalton, you just don't even go there. All right. Don't even go there. All right, guys, look. Made my day. Thank you. Hey, Mr. T, don't even just why is everyone now just fully just, hey, can you stop calling me one big boy? All right. I'm never revealing any level of information about myself ever again. It's the last time. It's never going to happen. It's only going to be totally dependent on what my wife sees. Anyway, not seen Alan since Richard and Sarah's read. Please, can you repeat how to enter the program? Yeah, it's really easy. Just sign up to Mexi, like deposit like $100 or something like that. You can take it out straight away. It's one of the most research Mexi. It's one of the you know, it's non KYC exchange. Do your research. It's like one of the best out there. In fact, yeah, I don't know of anyone that says anything bad about it. And then you can come contact me afterwards. I'll check on the thing that it's going through, and I will relay that back to Mexi, and they will pay for your 1 month of free pro group. We know you are. Thank you so much. Appreciate it. All right, guys. Not available in UK. Yeah, no, on the desktop it is. On desktop it is available. You can do it. It's just on the app. It's not allowed on the App Store for some reason. All right, guys. Love, affection, all that kind of stuff. I hope you all enjoyed everything that's going through. Check out Fat Cat. It's going to be melt some faces. I'm telling you. If you guys want to do the things there, check out Toyo. Check out everything else. If you have any other questions, you have the Learn My Alvarez group now. That Learn My Alvarez group there is like your safe haven. Everyone there is there to help you. I will not message you. There are always people around that does really, really silly things, right? Ask your questions there, talk there. It's a really cool community. If you want to go into a better community, you can go and check out the Fat Cat T group as well. All the links are there as well. All right, guys, love, affection, all that kind of stuff. And I hope you enjoyed this stuff and go from there. Can you repeat how to enter the pro group? Yeah, just go into the, I'll put the link on the, you'll see on my page. From there, go in, sign up. You know, do your deposit, and then come and message me on the Learn My Alvarez. All right, guys. Pleasure, affection, all that kind of stuff, and I'll catch you guys later. Take care, take care, take care, take care. Okay, cool. You guys as well. I'm off. Love, affection. All the links are there, and you can go from there.